Hey everybody, I'm, as you can see, on a lake, on a kayak. I love to kayak when I can. It's a really invigorating activity, I find. But I'm going to pause for a moment here to record a video about something that I kind of wanted to avoid. I kind of thought, I don't really want to say anything about that. Let's just ignore this meme, this trend until it fades away. But now, just to prevent everything from tumbling into, because now things are threatening to go down just all Trump all the time, all assassination attempt all the time, all conspiracy theory about assassination attempt all the time. Which I might have more to say about that subject, and I already had my say on it. And if you want to see what I had to say about it, go to my live on my regular page, Andy Nowicki, to hear my thoughts on that subject, which I recorded just a few hours after it happened. But Hawk Tua. It just it hurts me even to say those words, even though they're not really words. but now it's like I want to. It's I'm reaching out for the as I'm here on the water. If I were not a swimmer, which of course I am, but if I were somebody who couldn't swim and found myself in the water, I'd reach out for a lifeline and grab a hold onto it for dear life. And so I'm grabbing a hold onto Hawk Tua for dear life because it's what prevents everything from going down this vortex of Trump assassination attempt, which of course feeds into the whole political machine mess, which I think is just best left undiscussed because it's basically a lot of heat and very little light. So Hawk Tua, all right, let's do it. Let's talk about it. The girl who recorded that now viral video. Like I've heard people talking about it, and people saying here's why she's liked, and here's why. Or they say, either say, this is so degenerate. Why is this a thing? Or more often, what I hear is, I like her. And these are both people, right wing ish, or conservative ish, or libertarian ish, just resistant to political correctness. Types of people. I would say the majority of what I've heard about her is positive, and it comes from people who are against political correctness and wokeness and so forth. But here's what I would say also about this trend is that if this had become a trend. I mean, the internet wasn't what it was 10 or 15 years ago, but let's say 15 years ago, this somehow, I guess that there were still memes, there were video memes back then, and YouTube was still around, had just started being around 15 years ago. I think that back then it would have been generally an apolitical thing or an acultural thing. It would have just been a sort of, if this had been a meme and it had gone viral and stuff, it wouldn't be something where people were either saying, "Oh, what a cheap slut," or I like her because she seems quirky and fun and whatever. It would just be like most of the 2008 memes that how's your wife, how's your kids, how's your husbands. and whatever else was around at that time. I know there were memes around that time. I'm just straining to remember them right now. It's actually kind of early in the morning where I am, and I'm not a morning person. But now everything's hyper politicized, and everything is seen as in some way partisan, or having something, offering some kind of commentary in some kind of partisan way. And that's why the Hawk Tua girl has become, sort of embraced by conservatives. And here's why. It's because now there has gotten to be such a normalized hostility towards men amongst women. I mean, it's been when I say it's normalized, I don't mean that it's normal. And I certainly don't mean that it's something that all or even most women are projecting or buying into, but it's become so prevalent, to just talk about how scummy men are and how you hate men and how it's, I'd rather be in the woods surrounded by bears than to be with a man, and stuff like that is just, it's the mainstream now, and it's such an extreme thing it's such an extreme sentiment to hit the mainstream that, of course, it provokes a backlash, as it should. So the backlash now is, if men see any woman out there who looks like she doesn't hate men, number one, doesn't hate men, maybe kind of likes men and wants to do nice things for men, which is basically what she's saying in that video, that, if you're with a guy in a carnal situation, let's put aside the fact that if it's not in wedlock, it's degenerate and it's fornication and all that, because I'm putting it aside because that's what most people are putting aside. Clearly it is. Clearly this girl, I don't know how old she is. She's not older than 21, right? Or thereabouts. She shouldn't have this kind of knowledge. In a healthy culture, a girl of 21 wouldn't talk about things like this, but also maybe wouldn't even know about things like this, except maybe with her husband. Maybe if she was married at an early age, which was more normal when things were less degenerate, of course. But now the situation is such that, the hostility against men has become so normalized that anyone out there who's saying we should do something, here you gotta be nice to men, you gotta help men out, you gotta do something that'll be pleasurable ostensibly for men. I guess that's the idea with the Hawk Tua thing. Then men see that and they say, "Hey, I like this girl," and the reason why they like her is because she's not coming at me like a shrill harpy, thinking I should die, wanting to kill me, hating me for having a penis, which used to be what it meant to be male, and it still is, but of course now. Did you know that women could have penises? Did you know that? I didn't even know that. Sorry, it's early and I'm a little loopy, but yeah, that explains her appeal. That's why people, and more particularly men, like her. It's because I guess she's cute. Although I'm not, I don't really feel any particular way as far as that goes, but I guess objectively speaking, that would be true. And also, she's even if she were less cute. She's projecting this non-hostility towards men, and her answer to the question, what do you do, is not to say, well, he needs to do something, he needs to show me what he's got, but rather to do something for him. So there you go. There's the explanation for the appeal of the Hawk Tua girl in the year of our Lord 2024. And you're welcome.